guys, welcome back to Mama T's Craft Closet. I am Mama T. Um, Today or tonight or whatever time of day it is where you are, we are going to be working on some recovery themed jewelry. So as you know, I am a woman in recovery. I'm a recovering alcoholic. God willing, I will have um, 5 years the end of May. And I say God willing because I never know, what's going to happen one moment to the next. I don't have any intentions of drinking today, but I only have one day at a time. And every day I wake up with untreated alcoholism. And, I have all the tools and all of the resources and the fellowship and the community that surrounds me all the time. So I have all those good things. But I had someone ask me the other day, do you do recovery jewelry? And I was like, I don't. Why not? So, um, these are some pendants that I came up with. Well, we should be okay. So this one here. So the triangle with AA represents the three sides of the triangle. So one side you have service, recovery, and unity. And those are kind of like the three, foundational kind of things for AA. So yeah, so that's where these are kind of originated from. So I used a black clay, and I have like these texture sheets that I used and stamped those on, and then took a circular cutter, cut out the shape, used a triangle shaped cookie cutter or clay cutter to do the triangle shape, and then put them into here and bake them. I did end up having to, when they came out of the oven, I had to glue them into there because they didn't stay, which I wasn't surprised. I didn't think they would. And then I used silver alcohol ink to fill in. So there's this one. Hopefully you guys can see those okay. And then this one here are the three designs that I did. So the interference powder really only shows up really well either in resin, excuse me, or on black clay or like a black background. So if you did something in resin and you backed it, like if you did like a interference powder on it and then backed that with black resin, then it would show up like that. But there are many other things you could use to color these. So essentially it's like using the negative space as far as the pattern coming out. Why did it like that? What is that? It's been a week. So yeah, I really like that one. So the only thing I will say is with these, the alcohol ink was tricky to get into that kind of recessed area because it's not real wide. And because I have the other areas that are a little recessed from the texture plate, it got a little wonky. So I've been trying to brainstorm other ideas. I'm thinking I bought some silver clay. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is use my extruder and get really thin, kind of string-like pieces of clay and fill in the triangle with that. So it almost make it a little more three-dimensional. And then I just resined over the whole thing. So it's a nice little pendant. That's what the back looks like. I got these on Amazon. Love Amazon. I think I got these. Did I get these? I might have gotten these on Temu actually. Not really sure. But yeah. So that is what we're going to be doing tonight. And I think we will do some exploring as far as other ways to get the triangle in there. I do like the subtlety of this particular triangle. It's kind of like if you know kind of thing because, with AA, it's Alcoholics Anonymous. So it is an anonymous program. Anonymity is one of the very foundations of AA. Ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. Sorry, and that's something that we say in AA meetings. I know a lot of the AA stuff by heart because I've been in almost 5 years. And it has saved my life. It has saved my life in immeasurable ways. But anyways, I digress. But yeah, so that's enough of an intro, right? All right, let's go. All right, guys, so here we go. So these are the examples and the ones that I have made already. So like I said in the intro, I want to explore some other ways to get this more pronounced, the triangle. So yeah. And how I'm going to do that is with a clay extruder. So this is a great tool I got a while back. It has all these discs. There's like that shape. There's just that single one. There's this one. This is the same as that, but you know, bigger kind of tubes or strings or spaghetti, whatever. These are all the different discs that come with the extruder. And all you do is you unscrew the this part. Twist this and it pushes that plunger down. I do have an adapter that a friend of mine helped me make where you can hook it up to a drill. So it's easier to, and that's if you're doing like a lot, like if you're doing some sort of pattern or something, but this I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch. So what I'm hoping I'll be able to do with this, so I'll put some silver clay in there. Let's see, I just bought some right here. So I have this silver clay, we're going to be using this, and we're going to be using this. So two different types. We've got Sculpey Primo and Sculpey Souffle. The Primo, really great. I love the Primo. The Primo is the one I probably use the most, although if I can get my hands on Souffle, I love Souffle. It has this texture that is just so soft and like it's like souffle. It's like how you would imagine souffle would feel. I guess you could say, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but you know what I mean. So, and then this is the blank or the bezel that we're going to be using, and then I need my two cutters. So just a simple triangle. These I got at Michael's in the baking section. So, and then this one here, and this one fits pretty much right in there. One thing I will say is it is a little bit bigger. I wish I could get one that actually fit inside this bezel. It is a little tricky. I may have another one. But yeah, so if I could find one that actually fits within the bezel, that would be better because actually this one does. It's a little big. So then when I push it down, it kind of, you know, it's like kind of smushes out and I have to cut it down. And so if I could get one that actually is a little more within that size, but not too much, it's kind of one of those weird things that you have to kind of figure out. But yeah, so I'm going to open up this souffle and the silver. I'm going to condition it, which essentially just means running it through my pasta maker. And you know, running it through a bunch of times to get it conditioned. So I'm just going to use half of the block that's here. I think with this one I'll probably need just that one piece right there. It's not going to need very much to make what I need. So be back. Okay, so I've rolled this out onto a number 1, or excuse me, number 2. So I actually changed my mind again because I was looking for these to put the interference powder on the stamp. I found these. So these are a cool like tile, mosaic tile kind of thing that I had. And I could do that one. That'd be kind of cool. So it's about that size. So if I did the smaller one, we could do that. If I do the bigger one, actually, that would fit perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, the neat part about these, all you need is a stamping block. This I mostly use to use to flatten clay out, to like make to make a log. But what it's really used for is for using as a stamping. So I'm going to put these on here. Let's see what other one would be kind of cool. This one would be cool. Do that. Now, I'm trying to think if I should dust this. I think that's what I'm going to do because the last time I did that, it worked really well. So I'm going to do multiple colors. This is violet, blue. I really liked how the blue and green looked on this one. I like that color combination a lot. I think I'm going to use that. So let's do blue and green. This interference powder a little goes a long, long way. So I'm going to get one of these smaller little applicator beauty buds or whatever the heck they call them. I'm just going to dip it in here like that and then brush it on this. Now you're not going to be able to see it really brushed on here. Hear my child. He's in his room playing a game. Oh, no, not purple, blue, green. So you can kind of see it. You might be able to see it with the light. But wait, cool part about this. So I don't know how much of that you can see. That one looks pretty good. How about this one? And then this one. But this is where the cool part comes in. So I'm going to do it this way because I don't have a whole lot of room. Put it down and push. Oh, you guys, look at that. Oh, am I off camera? Darn it. There we go. Sorry. I didn't realize I was so off camera. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Let me gently pull it up. Look at that. How flipping cool is that? So, what I wanted, there's that word again, still, right? Okay, I need to get like over this so I can see. Pour over me. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should do. I need one that's like right in between these two. This one's a little too big, and I don't want to push down on it to get it. Well, I wouldn't have to push down. Okay, forget what I'm saying. It's going to cut on the inside, so I literally have to stand over what I'm doing here. You know, see what's funny about this? I have to use like one eyeball. Okay, there we go. One. Two. Sorry, I can't believe I revealed that off camera. There we go. Okay. Check this off. It's not a big deal if it stays on there. It's black. It's not going to come through a whole lot. All right. So now we're going to pick those up. And I'm going to get a tissue blade for that. Got some new tissue blades, guys. They're super sharp. Okay. Now I am going to go around and kind of do that. Now, part of me wonders if I should also do the triangle. Sorry, I just touched my mic. I forgot the sound got weird. I should do the triangle outside of it. I'm going to leave it in there. and do the triangle, because that will push it out a little bit. So literally what I did, push the triangle down. Not all the way through because I don't want it to, and I wiggle it around a little bit, one, so it comes out without damaging it, and two, to try to actually make more of a space. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh, I did exactly what I said I didn't want to do. Oh, I need to. Come on. Oh, is that gonna pop it out? Oh, I did cut all the way through it. You bonehead. Okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I need something that's more like flat. Panic, panic. Let's see. Nope, that won't fit. Shoot. Okay, this will work. There we go. I'm not going to make an imprint. Oh, there, jeez. Okay. So there's that. So I just pushed it a little bit around the corner, around the edges to make sure that it's in. They're completely, like I said, when I baked them, I did have to take them out while they fell out. And I had to actually glue them. So the best glue that I found for doing anything actually is, where is it? My little handy, right here. So this glue right here is by Aleene's. My mom used to use one of their glues, but it's a jewelry and metal glue, and this stuff is unbelievable. Oh, and this stuff. So I've told you guys before that some of the best places to find stuff to create polymer clay jewelry is not in the polymer clay section. So this stuff I found in the it was at Hobby Lobby, and I found it in like the model making section, and it is an Insta set. It's an accelerator for super glues. This stuff, oh my gosh, when it says it instantly sets it, it instantly sets the super glue, which is amazing because I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm doing posts on the back of earrings sometimes, and because I'll do glue first and then I do a resin coat over them to make sure they're nice and secure and they don't pop off. But sometimes the glue does not, it takes forever for it to adhere. And that's super glue. I don't know if it would work, this glue would work better for that because this is made for jewelry and metal. Super glue, I mean, honestly, the super glue that I get is made for nails, which it's super glue, you know, it shouldn't matter. But this stuff, I used this stuff the other day when I was putting end caps on leather cording that I was using for a necklace that I made. And this stuff, holy moly, I could not believe it. Like literally the second I sprayed it, the super glue was dry. It was so cool. Best stuff ever. So Bob Industries, good product, great product, love it. All right, so now I'm gonna put those to the side, that to the side. Now what we need to do is get the extruder. So I think I'm gonna need a pretty thin, this is gonna be too thick. So I'm gonna use this one here. Or this one, because this one is definitely, this one is smaller, yes, no, maybe. Oh yeah, so that one's definitely smaller, but it's not as small as this, and I think this is the size I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna push those to the side. All right, so it's conditioned, but we're literally just gonna roll it up into a logadoo. This time the logadoo is just gonna go into, but you do kind of want to get any air bubbles out that are in it. I'm gonna just smush it down a little bit. I have like so many projects I want to do, you guys. I have this coralized fossil cane I want to do with clay. I have the resin one I want to do now. All right, so make it so that it fits in there. Then you take the one you're going to use that pops in there. Screw this back on. And then you just start turning this until it starts coming out that end. Starts extruding it. Get it? Oh, and that's when you get, oh, there it goes. All right, so I think that's going to be a good size. And I don't need a whole lot. It's like spaghetti. All right, so maybe exactly what I need, maybe too big. So we're just going to cut that off for now. Okay. Let's see. Well, that's not going to be long enough, though, is it? But at least right now we can check for size. I think that's going to be the perfect size. I don't think it's long enough, though. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I mean, it definitely, okay, hold on. Let me get a piece long enough. It actually takes up the whole space. This is why I have that adapter, because it's hard. I mean, it's not hard, but it's not exactly good either. Convenient. Okay, so there's a length. That's long enough. It's just like angel hair pasta. All right, so yeah, I don't know if I like this, because you know why I don't think I like it, because it's not as bright as the silver on. All right, so that. My most used tools right here. So I'm gonna, all right, and then I'm gonna get one of my silicone brushes. You guys, I need a studio so bad. I need a studio space. Let's see. Okay, so like this one I think would be good. All right. So I'm going to attempt. I think that one's actually going to be too thin. Let's try this one. I don't want to smush it, so to speak. I just want to push it down in there. I mean, really going to depend on how it looks after it's baked. But see, it's not shiny. I like shiny. I don't know. Well, oh, I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I like it or not. Okay, and then we would need to smooth that out too. Oof. All right, I need opinions. So please comment below what your thoughts are. Like, do you like? I'm not happy with it. And I'm a pretty good judge of what I like and don't like, obviously. And typically I make my mind up pretty quickly about that. And All right, so this is really annoying. It says on here, shake vigorously until mixing ball rattles. I have been shaking this thing. I did this the other day too, and I never got it to shake. I don't have time for that. So we're just gonna look at how silver that is though. Isn't that cool? I mean, God, it looks like the guy from the Terminator. All right, so I'm gonna try using this, and then what I'm gonna do first is actually make sure this space is nice and open and smooth before I go in there with the alcohol ink, because this part can get really, really messy. And pretty tedious too, can you tell? There we go though. Because what I did last time when I did this is it got all over the front of the piece, and then like that, and then trying to wipe it off clean is a real pain in the tuchus, and then I end up wiping off all. Oh, see, yeah, this is why I wanted to do. This is why I didn't want to do this. This is why I wanted to do the clay. It's got UV resin on it, it feels like. This is exactly why I didn't want to do this, because it's not easy to do. So, my loyal subscribers, do you have ideas on how I can get the silver in here? I tried wire. That didn't work either. I'm about ready to toss this one, and that's part of the dealio, guys. It really is. So, with crafting, you have to not let yourself get discouraged. Because that right now, right? So, I mean, if I got enough to drip in there. What it is, I need a thicker cutter to cut a thicker, or I just draw the frickin' thing on there. But now, okay, part of me wonders if I paint over this to make it shinier. Let's try that. Okay, hold on. Problem solving. Nope. Nope. And nope. So, can we salvage that last one? So this will just become scrap clay, which is fine. So I told you guys from the beginning with this channel, I'm not going to pretend that things work out when they don't. I'm not going to, you know, put on some kind of goofy filter and say, oh yeah, it worked out great. It was perfect. Everything was awesome. Because that's not reality. That is not crafting. Crafting can be very challenging. It can be time consuming. It can be whatever. Okay, so let's try. Of course, you probably can't even see what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to make this little reservoir in here a little thicker. See how that worked? So I'm using this silicone tool that I have, and I'm literally just, you know what it is? It's these damn glasses. I can't see my other glasses. Because I don't have any good lighting down here either, but I think this messes with the video. Yeah, that does not work. Sorry, guys. Okay, so again, push down in here. All right. That is definitely making it a wider channel. So I'm just putting it in there and I'm kind of wiggling it a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. And I'm pushing down a little bit as well. Okay. So this has definitely made the channel bigger. Now what I'm hoping that will allow me to do is literally drop a bit of that alcohol ink in there and it will just fill up that reservoir. That's there. Okay. Here goes nothing, kids. Now I can't drip it with that because that's just way too big of a drop. But I can get enough on here to create a drip. Seriously. It's not working. You know, and part of me wonders if this is because it's not mixed enough anyways. That's like kind of gritty. That shouldn't be like that. Maybe it's because it's silicone? Like, why is it not just doing what I want it to do? I almost wonder if I should use a brush. Something metal. Okay, let's try this. Teeny tiny little brush. Let's strip. Do I need more? See guys, that's all this is becoming is, oh geez, that's a lot. Becoming a problem solving. Like, why isn't it dripping? I don't want to ruin this one. It's pretty though, huh? Look at that. How pretty that is. Super shiny. Can you tell I'm getting frustrated? Okay, one last final attempt at something. I'm going to try this needle tool. Let's see what this does. Will this strip? Or just do I say, and use this and actually drip it in there? Let's clean off the top. I almost want to try to get the ball out of there. I don't think it's mixing. Well, can't get that out. Okay. Are we ready? Because I did exactly what I thought I was going to do. Went all around the sides. Okay, but all right. So the best way to clean up rubbing, the best way to clean up alcohol ink is rubbing alcohol. So I get these, a big giant box of alcohol wipes from Sam's Club, or not Sam's Club, but oh yeah, Sam's Club. Same BJ's, but Sam's Club. So clean that off. And I'm gonna need to spray that, but that's okay. And now what I'm worried about, now with those other ones, the it was, the color was recessed. So when I wiped off the top, it actually kept the silver where it belongs and kept the color where it belongs. What I'm worried about this is going to wipe the color off along with the silver. That's really what I'm worried about right now. But I've got to do it because I've got to clean it off. Can't leave the silver that way, although it looks kind of cool. I kind of like the look of that, actually. I don't know, guys. It's very hard when you're indecisive when you're crafting because, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, thankfully, when I am crafting, it's like, oh yeah, that's it, that's it. And then there are other times when I'm crafting and it's like, oh man, do I like that or don't I like that? Like, but you just gotta keep chugging along because I love doing this. I love creating things. And with creating things comes the struggles of things not working out the way you planned or you envisioned. And that happens. And I found out the last time I was wiping those down that using an alcohol wipe does not work. So let me go grab a cloth. All right, so I grabbed my sprayer with my 99% isopropyl rubbing alcohol. I'm so nervous about wiping this down. I'm afraid it's going to take out the color. Oh, yep, and it did. Son of a bitch. I knew it was going to. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Well, we can just do that. Did I say son of a bitch? Sorry. Nope. All right. So, oh gosh, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Oh, what a mess. Okay, let's clean this up. See, so I know a lot of people that have YouTube channels. I will say this. I want to say this out loud. So this is actually the piece of black that I used last week. So it has some of the interference powder and stuff in it. So it's not like pure black anymore. So I'm going to mix this in there. I will say that, there are a lot of YouTubers out there that will do, trials and tests of things, before they actually film. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do, 100 trials and use tons and tons of material to try to get something to work every time. I kind of like the process of seeing if it works with you there. But this did not. So that's what happens, and that is part of crafting. That's where we're going to leave it today. So yeah, so we're going to stick with these 3 that I have right now. And if I do decide to make more, I will use a similar technique that I had on these where the pattern is either raised, so when I wipe it off, the color comes just off of the black, or where the pattern is recessed so much that when I wipe it off, what's raised comes off. So that's where we're at, guys. All right, guys, so I'm back. I can't leave it with that. I can't leave you guys with me all defeated and moo. So, so let's do this. All right, guys, so I'm going to take this on here. I rolled that out to a 1, so it's nice and thick. So then when we do this, and it's getting sticky because of the alcohol ink that I keep getting into it. So I'm going to wipe off my thing. Alright guys, so you're probably going to notice a difference in the sound. My microphone died. This is just not the video, right? Oh my goodness, this is just not working out tonight. Alright, RT Pink. Here's Violet. Oh. I think what I said in there before is sometimes your finger okay. I'm gonna do this.
I'm hoping if you play this back, it's in celebration.
Okay.
I hope families are reunited. I hope you get back and it's something like a normal version of the planet has been restored.
Okay.
And
then there, so it's thicker now, I think, which is good. I'm gonna smush it on the edges to make those a little cleaner. Okay, and then triangle. There we go. Maybe I'll just leave it without putting any of the silver in it. I mean, why can't I just do that, right? Why do I have to put silver in it? Maybe that's what I'm gonna do on those. The colors on this one, look at that. That's really pretty. What? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do any silver in the middle of these. You know, things can be subtle. They don't have to be crazy. Like, hey, look at me. No, this one's just got my fingerprints all over it. Some days you're just not meant to craft, and that's okay. La la la. Okay. I'll tell you though, the colors on these are spectacular. They're gorgeous. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna try this on this last one. All right, so an idea just went pop in my head. I've seen a lot of people use saran wrap, right? Use that when you want your edges to be rounded. So I'm going to try this and see how it, ooh, it keeps sliding now. Does it look that much different? Not really. And that's okay. So I'm going to leave those just the way they are. Going to bake them, and we'll be back. Hey guys, so I was just editing the video and realized I didn't do an outro. So if you have stuck through to the end of this video, you are a saint, because this video was very, very challenging. It's also long, and I apologize for that, but there was a lot in there that needed to be said and kept, because it definitely goes through the trials and tribulations of crafting, because they are there. There are times where you are doing something and nothing works out. Like thing after thing after thing just keeps like, really? Can I catch a break? And there are other times when I do pieces and it's like, ah, and they're gorgeous. Um, and thankfully, those happen more often than the times where just nothing goes right. And this was definitely a time where nothing went right. So these are the finished pieces. There's that one there. And so I decided, like I said in the video, to not put anything in the triangle part, which I actually, in hindsight, like it more than the original with the silver in it. I think they look really, really pretty. It's almost like, it looks like there's black in the void, which there is technically because it's smushed down. So I really like those. But man, this was a project that really, really tried my patience, which just was kind of on par for the week. So, yeah. But like I said, if you guys stayed through to the end, you're a saint. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, we are at 230 subscribers, I think. So I am really, really excited about that. This is definitely, I'm really excited about that. And the interaction I've had has been amazing. I appreciate everybody that subscribed and shared and commented and watched. It really means a lot. So I hope everybody has a great day. It's now daytime. It was nighttime. I'm wearing different clothes. Like, just, this is definitely an example of a perseverance. Example of perseverance, and that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And just keep trudging the path. Just keep trudging on that highway. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.